Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here virtually for this very important announcement. First of all, I want to thank the Fire Chief Selection Committee led by our great leader here, Public Safety Executive Director Murphy Robinson, for their work to interview all of the candidates for this position within public safety and sending me what was really a pretty phenomenal slate of candidates for Fire Chief. I also want to thank our interim Fire Chief, Todd Bauer, who is recovering from some minor surgery, but he has stood in the gap for the department and our city over the last several months through this transition and through the pandemic. He has been just a great, thoughtful, and dynamic partner during these very difficult, unprecedented, challenging months. And we thank you, Todd, as you move with speed to recover, but we thank you for your leadership, and I will get into Foxhole with you any day of the week. And so continue great speed and recovery. We have one of the best, most innovative fire departments in the country. The men and women of our fire department put their lives on the line every day, protecting lives and property. Everything from house fires to health emergencies and beating back forest fires. For those of you who don't know, we have over 40 active members today deployed around the state of Colorado, in California, Wyoming, Oregon, and Washington states, helping to deal with wildfires in our country. Very proud of the men and women of our fire department who have stepped out across this nation to help in this very difficult time. The job of the Denver firefighter is one of the most critical public safety jobs in our city. Residents count on them to help in their moment of need, and they deserve a leader who has earned the trust of his peers and is oftentimes, and during this very dangerous service, They need a leader who knows the job, who has done the job to make the job safer, to innovate the job, and support those who are committing to serving the people as a Denver firefighter. They also need a leader who sees where the department can do better to make the department more equitable and representative of the community they serve. So this department can be the best it can be for the benefit of everyone who calls Denver home or visits our great city. That's why today I am proud to announce that I have appointed Deputy Chief Desmond Fulton as the next chief of the Denver Fire Department. Deputy Chief Fulton knows this department and has served alongside men and women up and down the ranks, and he is committed to making Denver's fire department the best, most inclusive it can be. He has shown his commitment to our firefighters through not only his work to improve the training and their procedures, but his work to support their mental health and well-being. He has also shown his commitment to our community and equity and to working to build a more inclusive department that reflects the community it serves, because he recognizes that it can only make the department stronger. You know, throughout my time, both as a member of the City Council and now as mayor, I've had the pleasure of watching Desmond become a leader, the leader that he is today, through his work, through his dedication to this department, and through his commitment to serving our city. I've also watched him grow as a person. And one of the things that struck me as we talked to references around the city, some that he listed and some that we sought out on our own, which is our normal practice. And someone said to me, Mayor, you know, I knew Desmond as a trainee. And the amazing thing about him is that today he is the same person I met as a trainee in terms of his values, his commitment to the department, commitment to excellence, commitment to being transformative, commitment to being welcoming and open to everyone, and commitment to helping the department really be transformative and moving into the 21st century. Deputy Chief Desmond Fulton and I talked yesterday as I made the call and said, I'm going to appoint you as the Chief of Fire. And I said to him, there are some tough decisions ahead for this department and for the leadership. We will stand with you. But now is the time to transform this department as a 21st century fire department. And he said to me, Mayor, I stand ready to stand with you in this city to transform this department to the best in the 21st century. I believe he will do that, And that's why now it is my pleasure to introduce the new Chief of the Denver Fire Department, Desmond Fulton.
Thank you, Mayor. I would be remiss if I didn't start by giving thanks to God above for the blessings He's bestowed upon me, my incredible and loving wife, my son, my daughter, my family. My faith is my foundation, and my heart, my soul. Mayor Michael B. Hancock, thank you, sir. Thank you for your visionary leadership, and thank you for placing your trust in me to lead the incredible men and women of the Denver Fire Department forward. I do not take lightly the trust you have placed in me as a leader, and I look forward to a collaborative approach with you and your team. Collectively, we will continue to make Denver a world-class city with a world-class fire department. Executive Director Robinson, as leader of the Department of Safety, we appreciate you so much. Each and every day, through your words and your actions, you display belief, confidence, and support for all of your safety team. You truly care about everyone under your command, and we, as the Denver Fire Department, are fortunate to have you leading the way. I look forward to working with you and all the other leaders of the respective safety agencies. To the members of the Denver Fire Search Committee, thank you for your time and dedication throughout this entire process. I feel comfortable speaking for all of us that were part of this arduous process, saying that you challenged each and every one of us. You made us dig deep and really look inside ourselves. This process, although difficult and most challenging, I feel that every one of us is a better person for it, and I know that I've grown as a person and as a leader because of it. To the citizens of the City and County of Denver, I look forward to working side by side with the incredible servant leaders of the Denver Fire Department, working hard for you each and every single day. We will continue to provide professional, medical, and emergency services and strive to be the absolute best department in the country. A fire department that is dedicated to making your difficult days and bad situations better. We will strive for greatness and will always continue. We are committed to each and every one of you and will continue to actively engage and stay committed to the communities we are all proud of and serve. Finally, the men and women of the Denver Fire Department, my fire family. I am honored to work for you and lead our organization through uncharted paths. Together, we will challenge ourselves to look through different lenses and to strive to ensure pathways of equity for each and every one of us. A department that is appreciative and values differences. A department that treats each other with respect and kindness. The foundation of our department has been built, and the trust of the public we serve has been established, and we owe a debt of gratitude to those that have paved the way. I appreciate the value you add to our department and the positive differences you make each and every day in the lives of the citizens we served. I'm honored to lead our fire family and look forward to a collaborative approach, a difference in views and valuing different perspectives. I commit my unwavering dedication to each and every one of you and to this great city we serve. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Fulton. We look forward to serving with you. I really look forward to serving with you. And just so the public knows, we'll be swearing in Chief Fulton on Monday here in the county court. We'll now open it up for question and answer, and I'll invite Director Murphy Robinson to join me if there are any questions about process.
And I just asked before if you do have a question, please just state your name and your affiliation for us so we know who we're speaking with. Thank you. Go ahead. And unmute yourselves. Any questions?
Going once?
I didn't know if there's any other at all.
Go for it. Why don't you start?
Chief, can you just talk about what's the biggest challenge you have coming into the department? You said you want to kind of get this into the 21st century kind of stuff. What are some of the things you're looking to change or not change, and what's your first task that you have when you get in there to the office?
There's many challenges we're facing right now. We're facing a budget crisis like we've never seen. We're facing civil unrest throughout, not just our city, but throughout the country. And, there's things relating to culture that we need to address. We are a great department, but we can't rest on our laurels, and we can never be incredible if we just settle for good. So the challenges right now are budget, mental wellness, and making sure that we take care of our people, the people that take care of people.
Are know you said budget's a big thing, but how do you go about keeping the, people safe and getting out there to the response with the budget you're facing? Is it gonna be one of the biggest challenges you ever faced in your career?
It's, again, I don't think it's a me, it's a we. As a city, we work together collaboratively. So we just need to do the best that we can to be fiscally responsible, and times like this, really think outside the box. We've got incredible women that are smart, incredible men that are smart, that bring great ideas forward. And it's just us taking the time to listen to people, to hear what they have to say, and take that into consideration so we could all be better for it.
Is there any message, you kind of touched on it in your remarks, but is there a message you have for the men and women of the Denver Fire Department and the citizens?
Yeah, my message is quite simple. I'm honored. I truly am. We have an incredible fire department, and I'm honored to work for the men and women of the Denver Fire Department, and I'm honored and feel proud to serve the citizens of the city, county of Denver.
Go ahead. Anyone, any other questions? And if you're on the phone, you can *6 to unmute yourself, if anyone has any questions.
But Mayor, this question is for yourself. When you looked at all the candidates, was there someone that you wanted that was already internally here in the city and kind of familiar with stuff? You wanted an inside source, or did you want someone outside? Obviously, you took someone from inside, but what were some of the factors that you used to pick this, new chief?
Yeah, I appreciate it. First of all, I want to reiterate that under the guidance of Director Murphy Robinson, the selection committee did a tremendous job. I knew a lot of the candidates who were coming forward. I've served with them. We've worked together on some very innovative, transformative, but tough projects as well. I'm glad that we had a committee to sift through that process, because that would have been very difficult because of the many fine men and women who came through that process. So it wasn't as if I wanted one particular person. We knew the type of person we're looking for in relation to, as Chief Fulton has pointed out, the challenges facing the department, not only budgetary but culture. And that's going to be one of the most challenging aspects of the job of the next chief, is to address the culture. And so there had to be someone who not only had a strategy and we felt had the fortitude to face off and to deal with those challenging questions within a department that maybe they grew up in. And were trained in and have been professional with so many of the men and women. And Chief Fulton emerged as that person who did it. But I got to tell you, the 4 or 5 candidates that came to me that were recommended by the committee, any one of them could have been the fire chief, without question. The question about timing and does it fit today, I expect that somewhere down the line there will be a chief in this department or a chief somewhere shortly.
Last call for questions on the phone.
Hi, this is Elise with the Denver Post. Can you guys hear me?
You can, please, go ahead.
I wanted to ask Chief Fulton, you're coming in at a time where the previous chief stepped down over inappropriate jokes made. Last year, there was a lieutenant who retired after allegedly recording a female firefighter, and now there's a lawsuit from 2 female firefighters alleging sexual and racial discrimination at the department. Do you think the Denver Fire Department has a cultural problem? And what are you going to do to address these issues that have come up over the past year?
Thank you for that question. First, again, I'd like to reiterate the fact that we have incredible men and women on our fire department. We've been around for over 150 years. There's a lot of tradition there. And within that tradition, a lot of that we hold near and dear to our heart. But at the same time, we're in a different environment in different times. And we need to do a better job of appreciating each other, appreciating each other's differences. It's these differences that we hold that gives us our strength and makes us who we are as a department. We owe it to the city to represent the citizens we serve. Denver's a very diverse community, and there's strength in that diversity, and we just need to do a better job of recognizing that and appreciating each other. And as far as culture, there's many things that we do very, very well. You've heard me say that, but we're striving for greatness. And the bottom line is, we just need to do a better job of treating each other right, being kind to each other, doing those small things, because it's those small things and those kind gestures that add up and make a big difference.
Thank you, Elise. Any other questions on the phone?
piggyback on her question to you, how do you change that culture? Is it more openness, more, there's not retribution if someone steps forward and brings up a complaint, or is it anonymous complaints, or what are some of the steps you want to introduce?
The steps, there's many. I truly believe there's not one solution. First thing is we need to listen. We need to have difficult conversations. And it's within those difficult conversations that people need to realize that it is being able to have the ability to come forward. We welcome that. You can't better yourself if you don't know where you're at now and where you want to be in the future. So the bottom line is we have to have difficult conversations. Everyone has to have a say. I need to go around to the firehouses. We all need to go around the firehouses and have these conversations and find out, where are we right now? What's important to us? Because this is our fire department. It's the city's fire department. And they deserve the best. We deserve the best. So we challenge each other. We listen to each other. We appreciate each other. We come up with a collaborative approach. We initiate it. And then again, when people step out of bounds, we all make mistakes. We're human. But the bottom line is you reach down and you pick each other up. You hold each other accountable. And you learn from it and you move on.
Any other questions?